Hey guys, welcome to Sales to CEO University. You have the material and the content. I am so excited for you guys. I'm going to share a ton of content, but I want you to hang with me. There's going to be a lot of information that you're going to be thinking to yourself, what does this have to do with selling a car? More importantly, going to the next level. So again, welcome to Sales to CEO University. I'll have you know also, this is the entry level piece. This is sales to sales manager. The continuation of the university goes all the way up to being a dealer principal. I'm going to share with you shortly my story, and I want to give you the confidence and encourage you to help you understand that you've got what it takes. You're here for a reason, and we're going to cover all of those things. So I welcome you. Let me tell you briefly real quick. The curriculum is laid out like this. 4 weeks of content. Like any other educational system, like any other university, there'll be some homework, there'll be some quizzes, there'll be some tests. You're going to have to grow. You're going to have to get better. I encourage you to be a student of life. There's so many times in my life I was terrible in school. Terrible in school. In fact, it's funny, I'm sitting here in front of camera with you and I actually failed speech class in college. So listen, you can come a long way. I can assure you that. But you've got to be a student of life. You've got formal education and you've got self-education. What we're doing right now is self-educating. We are getting information that's going to better your situation, and that's the whole goal. That is the whole goal. You may not have done well in formal education. Algebra, not so much. Calculus, I don't know. Chemistry, I don't know. The good news is the car business is not rocket science. It's not a calculus formula. It is a very simple process, but sometimes it's not that easy. And truthfully, it's really just about you and you. You're the determining factor that makes the difference whether you go to the next level. So let me tell you that the curriculum is broken down into 4 weeks. In the 4 weeks, you will have 3 sessions per week. The final week, you'll have 5 sessions. We'll go through a litany of different things. I've got the table of contents. I won't go through them. You can see them all identified with the videos, with the information. But I want to encourage you, take the time to put in the work. The reason why there's only 3 videos per week, okay? Now this will still roughly be about 20 hours of information. Now think about this for a minute. You've got doctors, attorneys, you've got a lot of people that go to schooling for many hours to end up with the end result of getting a financial freedom or quality of life, whatever it is they're looking for. So what I'm sharing with you is for 25 hours, you're gonna have what you need to go from sales to sales management. The good news is you've got someone like me that's going to share with you, because the fact of the matter is, you as a salesperson, it's extremely difficult for you to go to your manager today and say, hey boss, show me how to be a manager. Not going to happen so easily. In fact, it's never happened to me. And so I want to cover some things that will help you. I'm going to be the coach, the consultant. I'm going to be your motivator, your inspirator to help you get educated, to give you what you need. So again, my whole goal, just so we're crystal clear, will we do some sales training? Yeah, a little bit. Will we do some coaching and motivation? Yes, I think I'll give you some of that, but I have one single goal: to get you to the next level, period. This whole university is about taking someone from sales to manager, from manager to GSM or GM, from general manager to dealer partner, or even all the way to dealer principal. So again, I've been fortunate to be able to go through the whole thing. So stick with me, and you also have the opportunity, when you finish this curriculum, you have the opportunity to go to the next level. Once you get to manager, you want to see what it's like, what it takes to become a general sales manager in the auto industry, what it takes to be a general manager. I got 25 years of experience. 18 of those years have been operating a car dealership. I've had 13 years of owning a dealership. So I promise you, I can assist you. There's a reason why you're here. There is a reason why you clicked the link, you jumped on the webinar, you made a decision, you spent your money. There is a reason. And there's a reason for everything. I'm a firm, but my faith is very important to me. I'll refer to scripture, parables, I'll do some things. I won't get over churchy with you, but I will tell you there is a reason why God has allowed you to be viewing this right now, where you're at. And what we're going to go through, I think, not only will impact the car industry, but I also think it's going to impact you as an individual. In fact, if I don't do that, I'm doing you a major disservice, because the fact of the matter is, for you to grow as a human being will help you grow in your business. And that's what I'm after. There's going to be roadblocks. There's going to be obstacles. We're going to go through all those. Like what keeps you from becoming a manager? What is the traditional way in the car business to go from a salesperson to a manager? I'm going to give you the strategies you need. So again, it's extremely important to be a student of life. You should be taking notes. You should be pausing the video, and everything that I share with you, I'm telling you, I'm sharing with you because I've had the experience myself, because when I give you my story right now, you'll understand that anybody can do this. So let me take you back real quick. And some of you that were on the webinar may have heard a version of this. I'm just going to skim briefly what the opportunity for you is and how you can excel into the automotive business. 20-year-old kid in the auto business. Now, let me just say this. I left the house when I was 18 years old. No parental supervision, went to college, played college football, Liberty University. I was there for a year and a half, roughly, transferred to West Georgia College, a small school, played my 3 more years of football, still had 2 years left of education. I told you I wasn't that bright. Truthfully, I wasn't as far as education is concerned. I ended up dropping out. I played my 4 years of football and dropped out. Now here I am. I'm sitting here and I'm loading trucks and at Lowe's distribution plant in Villa Rica, Georgia. And I was working the graveyard shift from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Everybody else was partying, having a good time. I had to make a living. That's the hours, that's the schedule that I was given. I start waiting tables at Chili's part-time, Chili's restaurant, run into a guy that was a finance director at a Honda dealership. So he keeps asking me to get into the car business. So let me fast forward. I go through the process of finally getting into an interview. I get into the car business, okay? Now my ultimate dream was to play in the NFL. I was far from the NFL, but I thought in my mind I could make it. That was a quick reality that I wasn't qualified to get there. When I got into the car business, you know what I thought to myself? This is my new NFL. This is my new NFL. Let me tell you what I saw. And you may be feeling the same way. I saw in the auto industry, now I'm 20 years old, I'm seeing lazy people, I'm seeing sloppy behaviors, a ton of bad habits, okay? You know the auto industry. I saw a lot of gaping holes. I was perceptive enough to realize one thing: everybody was making money. Everybody was making money. So I knew if these guys can do it, I can do it. No training, very little training. In fact, today in the auto industry, you know, I don't know what your store is like. Most people don't have a great training program. In fact of the matter, one of the fallacies we'll get into as a manager, managers think when they train, they cover something one time, and they tell the general manager, well, I've trained these guys already. No, you've talked to them one time, but you haven't trained them. We're gonna get into the difference between training and education, because there's two entirely different things. And for you to become a manager, you're gonna have to know the difference. So I'm in the car business and I'm seeing what's going on. And so basically what I did is some of the very same things that I'm teaching you guys to do. I dove into the information and put my hands on every single piece of content that was available at that time. Back in that time, there was Jackie Cooper, there was Grant Cardone, who was just getting started, there was Joe Verdi. These guys are still out there in today's marketplace. And there was Paul Cummings, and I took every bit of information I could to make myself the best I could, because I could see there was an opportunity. We're going to cover that in depth. I just want to tell you briefly, if a 20-year-old kid can get in the car business with minimal training, if I can do it, and I can go from salesperson to manager within a year and a half, I can go from manager to general sales manager, I can go to general manager by the time I was in the business 8 years, and then I can be a dealer partner by the time I was 10 years in the business, and then I bought my first Toyota dealership when I was just literally 12 years in the auto business. I can show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to do that, but we're starting with sales to sales management. We're trying to get you to the next level. The only focus is getting you to the next level. So my question is, do you have what it takes to put in the work to get to the next level? You know, they say oftentimes that every great movement starts with one individual. I always talk about when I played football that a game changer, it takes one human being, one guy to change a game. It's fourth quarter, it's fourth down, you're down, guy steps back, boom, you pick up the ball, run the other direction, boom, you make a big play. You've just changed the momentum of the game. We want to change the momentum in your life. We want to change the momentum in the direction that you're going. We want to get you to the next level. Again, every great moment starts with just one individual. That individual, a person that knows how to set clear goals, the person that enjoys setting clear goals. The person that's willing to put in the work, not every other day, not every third day, not every other week. The individual that's willing to put in the work every single day. Hey, the person that's not afraid of being the underdog. And I'm going to tell you from my own experience, 20-year-old kid coming up talking about, oh, I want to be a dealer principal. I'm going to buy a car dealership. I was the underdog. The least likely that you would think would buy a car dealership. And I didn't buy one, I bought three. And I also had independent lots. So I'm telling you, the person that starts the movement starts with you. This is the person who's willing to push the envelope. I'm going to teach you some things that's going to push your managers. All right, you're going to bump up against your managers because they're going to be wondering, what are you asking me that for? What do you want to know that for? Why are you doing that? Listen, this is between you and you. My question is, if it takes one great person, are you that person? Let's get started with the information right now to show you how to get from sales to sales manager right now.